Some people are marrying very quickly after starting dating, and some are waiting like 5, 6, 7 years, and that depends on the chart. So in Vedic astrology, we have 3 houses which are related to marriage. 12 is about starting dating, and 7 is about the marrying. We can research this relationship and see what is the difference. And we will be seeing one example. This is a big meta research here. And but what's interesting, in both of his marriages, he waited 6 or 7 years between the starting of a relationship to the marriage. When astrologers see those patterns, immediately he tries to extract some generic rule. So this is what we are doing today. And also I have seen that working on other charts. Write me in the comments how it is showing in your chart. And let's run the intro and see what is there. I'll be not using Navamsha in today's chart, but I have added a few minutes to make it Scorpio because he married in Dvisatati Samadasha of Rahu Saturn. And Rahu Saturn both are in the 7th house of marriage. And in the standard Vimshotri, it was Rahu Venus, again very strongly related to the 7th house. And then this Jupiter and Mercury in the Navamsha Lagna is making one very able, and this is how it is in the real life. We also noticed that he had this World Cup win in Rahu Saturn. They are having the Digbala, the directional strength, in the 7th house, because Rahu and Saturn love to be in the 7th house. 7th house is also a winning over enemy because it's the second from the 6th. If we move Navamsha to Scorpio, then automatically Dashamsa will move to Pisces, because Dashamsa is moving after 3rd degree and Navamsha is moving after 320 degrees. So this is automatically switching to Pisces. But it seems right because the sportsman planets, Mars and Mercury, are now in the houses of job, 2nd, 6th and 10th. We have Mars, Ketu and Mercury. Mercury in the Dashamsa is interesting because he announced retirement in the moon Mercury, and because Mercury is aspecting the 8th Lord Venus, so Venus is for the retirement in the Shamsa, but because that Mercury is also 7th Lord in the 6th house, so it will activate again some kind of job. So after the retirement, he was asked to play the last time, and he agreed to that. So we can see how this one planet is activating the retirement, but also it is doing its own job. But if we will go to the main topic, how to see the years, we have to first be exposed to that knowledge of journey of Venus, because the Venus is going through 3 houses and they are related to the Avashta of Venus in the natural signs. Venus is exalted in the Pisces, and exalted is starting something. So the Pisces starts whatever Venus is related to. Venus is about relationship. So we have seen, or we observed, that at the start of relationship, 12th house in the Rasi chart will get activated. Almost always, if you are using the proper dasha, somehow the 12th house in the Rasi chart will be activated. This is working quite nice. Where it goes from the 12th house, it is going now to the own sign, which is the Libra, and Libra is natural 7th house. So the journey from 12 to 7 is very important because it is how the relationship is starting to become something serious, like partnership now. You are believing that the person is now your partner. You are doing things together. It's like some kind of agreement. And then from 7th house, it goes to the Taurus, which is Mula Trikona, and 2nd house is about the family. And we have been told by Pandit Sanjay Rath that the relationship between 12 and 7 can also be important. For example, if the 7th Lord is in the 12, it may not be very auspicious because it means that we are going back. So for those people, probably most of us, or maybe you are such person who is going back, or who had that pattern that from relationship we are going back to dating, which means things are more casual, there is no real representation of the partner in our life. There's some step backwards, we could say. So we can see that we can do now many things with the 12 and 7. For example, let's say that planets in those houses are negative or they are inimical, and you can predict that there will be some problems in that switching, in that transition from a relationship into something serious. Now you will ask, Rafał, but you were teaching us that you have to see Navamsha, why you are seeing the Rasi chart. This is because we are not entered yet the life of marriage. We are analyzing what is happening before. And this is very important period for all of us, because this is the play games phase when a lot of emotion is there, and many clients are coming to astrologer just within that period. The number of years between the dating to the marriage, for first marriage was 6, for second marriage was 7. So immediately, if you see such numbers, then is it Ketu or Mars? Because Ketu or Mars are related to the number 7. Are they connected here somehow? This is one thing. The other thing is that this is the Sun, which is doing the connection, right? Here we have the Parivartana, the Sun, 7th Lord is in the 12th, the 12th Lord is in the 7th house. The Sun also in some grouping of planets is representing that half of year. So we can see, is it related to the Sun? Or maybe it is related to the number of houses from the Lord to the house. We have 6. And from house to the Lord we have 8. We can deduct 1, it would be 7, right? So maybe the rule is that it is from the Lord to the house, deducting 1. So we are into something. I have seen that this stage, this transition between the 7th house and the placement of the Lord is a lot to say here. And is it coming from the 12th house or is it coming from the 7th? Here we are not sure, because there is this Parivartana, but if you will have another chart, should you count the 12th house or should you count the 7th house? This also depends what you are looking for, right? If you're looking into the transition into the relationship, then definitely the 7th Lord should be seen. All right, guys, so if you are married and you have this number from start of relationship to the marriage, then let me know in the comments if it somehow is related to the distance between the house to the Lord, or maybe to the planet, which is related to the 7 or the 7th Lord. To conclude this video, we have to remember that those rules of counting houses or counting the Navamsha houses, like for children, there are many techniques like that. It is or should be always associated with a definite timing system, like using the Narayana Dasha or using the other type of Dasha like Audaika and things like that. Because then you will have some period to look for, and then you can just use the other Dasha and see which is the closest one, and then you will get the exact timing. We are doing that on consultation. If you are interested in that, please see the link in the description for a Zoom meeting, 60 or 90 minutes. Yes, that would wrap it up. If you're interested in the astrology of relationship, then please consider watching this one.